Please be sure to support the video we reacted to today by clicking the link at the top. Enjoy the show! Let's see, that's ABC Gabe Philadelphia. I don't know who that is. They got a lot of views. So let's give some views to someone else. I don't freaking want to see BBC News and all that. I want to watch someone from the actual community. Here we go. Chiseled Antonia, 4 hours ago, 50k views. Let's go.
Alright, so boom. You ever mourn somebody you never met? I've only felt that 2 other times in my life. When
Give me a sec. Jiraiya from Naruto. I'm not gonna say nothing, but Jujutsu Kaisen, you know exactly who. My freaking bae with the green. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. Sorry, no spoilers. I'm not even gonna say it. Tokyo Ghoul, when you know what happened in season 2 at the end when his boy, we didn't even know he joined the freaking police. Oh, that was crazy. I freaking teared up, bro. I teared up like at 4 in the morning when I was binge watching that, bro. I have the embarrassment freaking. It's not an embarrassing story. Sorry, you just freaking. I'll tell you an embarrassing story. So not an embarrassing story, but a story of me being an absolute little shiz during a soccer award ceremony that I had won and then was not allowed to receive my award because of how because of the stuff I did to get banned from the place. I got banned during my own award ceremony and didn't get to get my award ceremony. I'll tell you that story later. I don't want to interrupt this video, but remind me.
Passed away.
That's like middle school.
And
I was an
Eddie
idiot.
Guerrero passed away. And today, as you saw in the news...
Bro, you're breaking my alma. Why'd you remind me of Eddie Guerrero? Dude, I cried when we got to see Rey Mysterio's reaction to Eddie Guerrero. Oh my goodness, brother. No, hombre, ni me digas, güey. Because that shit's had me like tearing up. Eddie Guerrero was my boy. He was my champion. He was my freaking heavy... Too soon. And who did we get? What Latino representation did we get after that? We got freaking Carlos and Jesus, the guy who spits apples and got his shiz wrecked by John Cena. Get out of here with your freaking BS. It was all about Rey Mysterio, and freaking after that, the only people I cared about was Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, Kane. Let me see who else. Like literally all of the lady superstars. And a little bit of Kurt Angle, because dude was a freaking meme. He was a meme before memes. You feel me, bro? Bro faked his freaking medal, like Olympic medals. And somehow became the leader of the WWE. Oh, that was nuts. Faked being on a wheelchair. Kurt Angle. That was part of the story. Bro, you couldn't get away with this stuff nowadays. Anyway.
Creator of Dragon Ball.
You're Filipino cool. Yeah, I don't talk to people who don't want to be cool. You understand?
Akira Toriyama died in 1968, and I am not well. Because it makes you really feel weird. Like,
bro, remember when Jesus punched John Cena in the freaking injury at the nightclub? Remember that whole storyline?
Your childhood heroes are starting to pass away, and it feels very, very bizarre. Because
I will be honest with you. Even though I was not personally, I absolutely want to get into it. But I feel like. Like, how can I say this? Dragon Ball Z, for me, was not, like, my #1 anime, right? Not for any judgmental reasons. I watched it constantly. It was always on TV, and I loved it. I loved everything about it, but I genuinely just couldn't get into it because of the simple fact that here in the US, if you had basic cable, boy, was it a pain in the butt to ever watch anime, bro. You would watch anime, and it would be out of order. It would be, like, only on the weekends at 1 or 2 in the morning, and you couldn't freaking get up in time for school the next day. It was BS, bro. It was a lot of BS. But, you know, it is what it is. What the freaking you do? So, it's one of those things where it's like, even though I freaking watch Dragon Ball Z all the freaking time, I never really got to, like, sit down and get the story, you know, the full story, like, in one, congruent? Is that the word? Or in one piece, so to speak, in, like, one full story. But I freaking loved all the fighting scenes. I remember watching Dragon Ball, the freaking tournament, when, Goku, Krillin, and Master Hoshi like went in to fight, and like they were having the freaking martial arts tournament, and nobody. This is back when everyone was a human except for Goku. You know, he still had the tail, and he was a kid. You know, he thought the Dragon Balls were his grandfather. But like his grandfather, like in ball form, I guess. I don't freaking know. But point is, he like, I still remember all of those little battles as a kid, and that stuff got me into it, bro. I watched that, and when I watched Jaden kicking butt in Karate Kid, the new one, I freaking remembered that scene from Goku, from Dragon Ball, the first Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball, bro. So I freaking love that stuff, you know. So I can't say that it has not been. Even though I wasn't a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, in no way can I say that it has not literally influenced my every freaking, like, my childhood, or my every waking, like, adulthood, so to speak, you know? So it's like, even if you're not like, oh, Dragon Ball's my jam, it's like, no, there's no way you can avoid it. Dragon Ball is it's our freaking culture now, bro. Everyone knows who Goku is.
Like, shaped
even if you don't know who Goku is, everyone sees that fool
90%
pulling a floss on freaking TikTok. You get me?
Look at it like, yo, it's just a cartoon or it's just an anime.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just a television series.
If it wasn't for Cowboy Bebop, I don't think I'd be into jazz as much as I am today. Full on, full on.
Till this day,
point blank. I don't think I would. If it wasn't for Cowboy Bebop, I would not be into jazz, blues, and other very soft music, and I wouldn't be into the like LA noir vibe, because that's what it is. It might be in space, which is what interested me. But full blown, if it wasn't for Cowboy Bebop, I don't think I would be as into the whole LA noir vibe as I am. Like freaking look at my whole design here is based off of LA noir style stuff. That's me, by the way. Sorry about that. Why is it not a streamer mode? I'm sorry, yeah, I didn't mean that. What the frick? Why is it? Or is it on the other main PC? Hello. What's going on? Why are you not in streamer mode? Is there a way to activate that? What the freak? There should be. Why is it not automatically? Sorry about that. I'll adjust that a little bit later. But that was me. That was my Discord, not yours. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Blake.
So you think of anime, I don't think there's a single series that was bigger than Dragon Ball Z, or above all else, more influential than Dragon Ball Z. Like
100% agree.
Might as well be the father of anime at this particular point. Because when you really think of who he inspired, who he was essentially like a mentor to with the biggest animes in the world, it's him. And here we are.
No, there's a reason. Look, check it out. Like, there's a reason why, and he's not lying. Literally look up just anime passing the torch. The passing the torch meme. Every time, who was the first person that passes the torch? I don't know if y'all have seen this, but there's literally been freaking, look at this. I don't know. Alright, freaking Pinterest. I don't know if this is the original post, but like literally, you see Goku is like Kakashi, you know. you got freaking Luffy. You got Ichigo. You got Naruto. They're all. Now it's freaking Deku, which is kind of falling off. I'll be honest. But still great anime. I freaking love you. Just freaking make the seasons faster. Y'all are starting to. The longer you take, the more you're gonna fall off. My hero. Come on. What are you doing? Hurry up. Freaking make some movies. Come on, let's get the plot back. And yeah, this has literally just been the longest running freaking, like, goodbye. You can see there's another one here. It's freaking great. I love it. So he's not lying. It's literally, like, the predecessor to all other animes. You feel me? Like, I feel like anytime you look at an anime today and they have this, you know, freaking power-up scene, it's like, it's absolutely inspired by Goku. Come on.
On the day of his death, and you take a look across social media, people sharing stories.
Taking 20 minutes to power up.
Meant to them, what the characters, Goku, Vegeta,
his power levels, over 9,000. How many times are we going to get power levels now? How many times have we had an anime where it's like, his power levels are at 600, that's crazy.
It's meant to them, and I'm just sitting here reminiscing, like, some of my fondest memories, some of the greatest moments of my life had been sitting around in the living room of my parents' crib on this pregnant big back TV playing PS2, GameCube, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, any of the Tenkaichis really. Budokai in and of itself, like I literally bought.
You know what? I gotta admit, I feel like Boo Boo and his voice acting, I feel like for sure, for not inspired or anything like that, but I feel like that was for sure one of the things that I was like, oh, I freaking love his voice. Boo, I love Boo's voice. Fat Boo, not like cool Boo, but like Fat Boo, you know, like you know that Boo.
3 for PS2. 2 years ago in the 2020s, just so I could relive.
Like, I'm not saying that it
playing the
inspired me or
classic
nothing,
games.
but I
still have
absolutely
all
keep
of my
that
Dragon
voice
Ball
acting in
Z
my
games.
freaking, like,
Till this
my
day,
little,
I still
my
buy
one single brain cell. Like, it still tingles my brain cell every once in a while, you know, a little tickle.
Dragon Ball Z apparel entering my 30s, bro. Like, think about what Dragon Ball Z meant.
I have literally, again, as someone who has never sat down and watched Dragon Ball Z, I've done the majority of Dragon Ball, I think, at least all the way up until the point where he loses his tail, and that whole event happens. Like, as someone who has never sat down and fully watched Dragon Ball Z from start to finish, I've definitely watched the most important battles and a lot of cool stuff. I have probably 3 hats, 2 shirts, and used to, I'll say used to because my doggos chewed it up. I used to have a pair of sneakers with freaking Goku on them. They were bootleg, but I freaking loved them, bro. They were like bootleg freaking Chucks or something. I don't know what the frick they were.
It taught you love.
Somebody bought like white Chucks and like painted them for me. Used to have them. They got torn to shreds. It wasn't anything crazy. It just had like it just had Goku on it, and that was pretty much it. Everything else was like a white background.
It taught you perseverance.
But they were sick. I don't know if I have any pictures of that one. I should have probably.
It taught you pride.
I had those like since high school.
It taught you discipline. Like everything the characters stood for, they all had different stories. Like my favorite character of all time is Vegeta. I've gone on the record and said I believe Vegeta's the greatest.
I gotta be honest with you. I feel, even though like Vegeta's not my favorite, but I feel like if I watched the show, I can see why people would fall in love with him because he has the biggest story arc or change in his character arc out of any character that I've really seen. Like the only person I could compare Vegeta to would be Piccolo. And how he changed from, like, being a freaking, like, enemy, so to speak, to, like, freaking going all the way down to training like, Goku's boy. Bro was like a father to Gohan and whatnot. Right, Gohan? Yeah.
This character ever written.
I gotta get the drip jacket? Bro, I should.
Cinema, whatever you want to call it. Me and Vegeta, we like, here, bro. People feel certain ways about Goku. You watch the show, and you get fully immersed in everything about it. Like, really think about your lowest points in life. I remember when I was a kid.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I blame Bulma for my freaking fetish on like, blue-haired chicks.
Like, I was at the low of the low.
I fully blame Bulma.
I drew inspiration to pull myself out of the...
For that. But you know who flat out to this day, I waifu nonstop. I even have a statue of each of them. I will post a picture. I have an actual figure, glitter and glamour of both versions of Launch. Both. I freaking love Launch, and I blame her for my sick fantasies of having a freaking split personality, two-faced girlfriend, yandere girlfriend.
Dragon Ball Z. You'd look at people like Goku, Vegeta, Krillin, Gohan, whoever it may have been. They all faced adversity, and rather than turn away and run away from the challenge that was in front of them. They rose up to it and fought for not only what they believed in, but fought to overcome it. And more often than not, they did. They taught me failure not necessarily wasn't an option, because failure is gonna happen. But you can't just sit there, rest on your laurels and just take it. You gotta be able to fight back. Vegeta taught me pride.
And wasn't that just all, like, the whole point of quite literally, the root of a freaking Super Saiyan is literally just the more you knock me back down, the stronger I'll get back up.
On the positive side, because of course there were moments in which the pride gets the best of you, and you've seen him take countless L's, which I do till this day believe, Akira Toriyama hold him. He didn't even want to keep the character going, but because of the the love and support from the community for the character Vegeta, he kept Vegeta around, which I'm so grateful for. Like, really consider what this man taught me. Pride, bro. Like, I'm not going to say I would have never cared about my family or the lineage or all that other stuff, but it got emboldened because of Vegeta. So then I could sit around and want to take care of the fam and my brother and all this. I probably, if I never was introduced to Dragon Ball Z, dare I say, I probably don't do that. I may run away from the nest completely. But it was the connection with Dragon Ball Z that ended up, making something like that happen sooner than later, per se. Watching characters time after time rise against their opposition, even when they were afraid. It taught me courage. Think of the Z fighters. Yamcha get washed every opportunity. Under the sun, they was getting their ass whipped by the sun.
You're not wrong, dude.
Yamcha stepped up and he got murked.
Hey, let's be honest. We all Yamchas here. We all Yamchas. Let's be real. Nobody here's a Goku. Nobody. I know exactly who I am. If I'm not Yamcha, I'm the freaking pig dude.
Cell side. Remember when he stood up to second form Cell? He was shooting the tri-beam at this. Everybody under the sun knew he stood no chance. But man's had courage. Vegeta, at the point in which we seen time after time, taking L after L after L after L after L, embarrassment after embarrassment, he still would rise up, stand up, and fight. And at the end, he acknowledges Kakarot being the better of the two. It didn't feel good as a Vegeta fan, but he acknowledged it. Like, there's so much you can learn from the series, and I'm sitting here just bent because this man.
It didn't feel good as a Vegeta fan, bro.
When
I'm sorry, Goku's just him, bro.
Damn near
Goku is just him. He is the guy. What do you mean?
There were grown adults crying, recording their reaction to the opening theme music, crying that Dragon Ball Z.
Bro, some of these people really watch Goku grow up, though.
Being a kid running home from school to turn on the television and watch Dragon Ball, bro. This shit is insane. I remember rewatching the series, waking up at 3 a.m. in junior high, high school, just to go and binge as many episodes as I possibly could before my mom got up to go to work. I'll never forget this. I'd watch 3 episodes per hour because it was about 21, 22 minutes.
Bro, I could not wake up that early.
Commercials. I would go to sleep at maybe about like 10, 11 p.m. on like little hours of sleep, maybe about like 5, 6 hours of sleep. All you needed when you was a kid, you really didn't need to sleep. Remember Vent Life? That was the thing going on, but we ain't talking about that.
He's not wrong, but I genuinely just stayed up all night. I didn't wake up early and go to sleep early. I went to sleep late and I woke up late.
One way or another, the series and Toriyama meant so much to me, bro. And here it is on the day of his death, and I feel weird, bro. I feel like I lost a friend. I lost a brother.
This is like
a damn father at this particular point. Like, I called my dad today. We spoke.
Like, this is genuinely one of those moments where, like, your parents are like, but this celebrity, and you're like, what the frick, why are you crying about a freaking celebrity? It's a freaking celebrity. What are you talking? It's out there on TV. You just watch, you didn't even meet them in real life. What are you talking about? You just saw them being a fake actor. It's like, no, but yeah, there's
like 35 minutes.
There's a connection there. You're freaking. There's a parasocial relationship you yourself built up with them, you know?
But I felt like, damn, yo, I gotta talk to my pop. We talk every day anyway. But this was just an extremely extended conversation just because I felt like, yo, I gotta talk to somebody, bro.
Yeah, bro, these are the moments where you start to like think about
scrolling through social media
how fragile life is. You gotta just chat with somebody you care about, you know? I've been there. Oh, the amount of times my anxiety will get to me and like really screw me up, and I just gotta go talk to somebody. I literally will leave my house, just walk like. I'll drive somewhere just to talk to a human being that I know, not like a random stranger on the frickin', Walmart. But like, I will genuinely get the frick out and go talk to somebody because sometimes I've had those moments where you just like existence is really starting to hammer down on you a little bit too hard. And you can't handle that. You just gotta talk to somebody and bring you back to reality for a second. You get me?
This dude brought people together. Like, you think about in the richest of rich suburbs to the hoodest of hood, for lack of better terms. Everybody was fully immersed in Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball culture. You could have somebody who is sitting at 60 million and somebody who is, negative $2,000. You put on Dragon Ball, I promise you the two could sit together, watch the show, laugh together, probably dap each other up. He had people, Toriyama that is, trying to go Super Saiyan in their basement. Moreover, in their living room in front of family.
Bro, y'all remember that one kid that blew up on the internet? Because he tried to go Super Saiyan for like 20 minutes on YouTube?
One of the greatest
in front of the camera and did it. He said, well, according to him, he freaking did it. He freaking was like all Super Saiyan up.
I'll never forget this. Homie trying to go
Took his shirt
Super
off.
Saiyan,
I think that was the transformation.
And all the other stuff. One of the most hilarious things I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you, bud.
We don't get that without Akira Toriyama and Dragon Ball, bro. Like, this is crazy till this day. You know how many people were inspired to go to the gym because of Dragon Ball Z? The countless amounts of training. People still think they could get that physique and all the other stuff People over here, the bromances, the brotherhood that was created behind Dragon Ball Z, training, pushing each other. The amount of communities of people who check in on each other to make sure, hey,
Bro,
man,
the Piccolo Goku battle, and then them becoming friends afterwards taught me all I needed to know about me. Like, sometimes you'll argue with people, you know? That doesn't mean you can't be friends. Yeah. Life lessons with Dragon Ball Z.
I'm gonna be here.
Sometimes you gotta put hands on each other, but you know what? There's no reason you can't chat afterwards.
The series of Dragon Ball Z, bro. You know how much
no reason you can't be friends after the fact.
Inspired to raise their children.
Squash the beef, baby.
Like
squash the beef.
Of Gohan and Goten and Trunks. The fatherhood that was inspired by Dragon Ball's, man. It's wild, bro. I got a Vegeta right here.
Trunks too, right? That was wild.
Vegeta with me right here.
Oh, it's his pocket Vegeta.
At all times, just to keep me.
Is that a Vegeta in your pocket, or you just happy to see me?
Teach me to keep going. Because when you deal with adversity, you don't quit. You don't lay down. You take your lumps.
Don't get it twisted. It's a Vegeta.
But you don't let that be the final destination of everything, bro. It's just, this is just a weird feeling, man. It feel like the day that Kobe died. It feel like the day that Eddie Guerrero died.
I feel you.
I'm over here mourning the dude I never met.
It is weird. Like, what are you doing with the information?
Thank you. I know millions of
people. You can't just start balling
right now. Wish there was a way that they could pen.
But you can't not be like sad about it.
Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the influence of Dragon Ball Z and the entire doggone series. So I don't want to be too long-winded on it.
Well, bro, I think that's what it is, though. I think that is the solution. You just thank the dude.
One of my closest friends.
You thank a spirit, I guess, for just doing what he did, and just for existing.
He loved Dragon Ball Z, and now I think of the afterlife and everybody being in the same particular room, and he's got a chance to meet him. You know, so
he's jealous.
I guess that's
bro. I'm jealous of the dad for getting to talk to this dude.
Rest in peace to Akira Toriyama. Thank you.
For real, though.
Thank you so much for Dragon Ball Z, man.
Bro, just thank you for being you, my dude. Oh, what a great video, bro. For real, what a great, absolutely amazing video. Please support the video, my dudes. Go subscribe, go like. Absolutely deserves it, my dude. Bro, even the BBC News. Look at this, bro. BBC News is on this. Everybody's on this. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Live reactions every Friday, so swing by.